Greetings, everybody. Richard Fulmer here, and welcome to another Richard's Rock Rambles. So I thought for the moment we're going to leave the 50-year-olds alone, albums that have turned 50 in 2023, and we're going to move on to some live albums. Now, I have covered live albums previously on the channel, but what I did then was more notable albums, the ones that most people know, like Deep Purple's Made in Japan, Led Zeppelin's Song Remains the Same, etc. So what I want to do now for the next bunch of videos is concentrate on live albums that are lesser known, that may have flown under the radar kind of thing. And I thought the first one that we kick off with is the great Irish band Thin Lizzy. Now, I'm sure that most of you guys are aware of the iconic live album of theirs, Live and Dangerous. There we go. There's a great shot of Phil on the cover. And this pretty much covers all the big hits: Rosalie, Emerald, Jailbreak, Boys Are Back in Town, Suicide, Are You Ready, etc., etc. There's about 17 tracks on here. And this came out in 78, 79, and it's pretty much features concerts from that sort of mid-70s period, 76, 77. And this is a great live album. But what they did in 2009 was they released this from out of the blue, Still Dangerous. So they've taken part of the name of the old one and just called it Still Dangerous. There's another shot of Phil there crouching over his bass, his Fender bass. And whereas that live album was from different concerts, from Texas and from here and from there, this is just one concert at one place, live at the Tower Theatre, Philadelphia in 1977. So let's see, before I tell you about the tracks and everything, let's see if I can... There's another reason why I really like this live album. It's produced by the well-known producer Glyn Johns. Him and his brother Andy Johns did many albums in the 70s. They did Stones, Zeppelin, even the Beatles, a whole bunch of others. And the sound on this is really great. I can only imagine this has been lying in the vault somewhere, and until such time as they deemed it necessary to release, or until the lawyers said it can be released, which is sometimes the case. So let's see if I can show you anything inside here. Some great shots, I think, of live. Yes, how's that for a cool shot? That's Brian Robertson and Scott Gorham, and there, stuck in the middle, is old Phil. You can just see his Fender bass sticking out there. It was one of the favorite poses they used to do on stage, There he is again with his bass. Such an iconic figure in rock, of all the guys that have passed on, and there's many big names. Besides Jimi Hendrix, the one that really hurts the most is Phil. I mean, he was in his 30s when he passed away. He was the main songwriter, he was the bass player, excellent front man, but unfortunately the drugs got the better of him. So, what does this say here? Thursday, October the 20th, 1977. Sorry for the rocking. Thin Lizzy played the first of two shows at the Tower Theatre just outside Philadelphia city limits. And perfect venue for their sound, etc. And then they give you some of the tracks, which I'm going to go through in a sec. Let's see, there's some more great live shots for you. There's Brian Downey there, the drummer. Scott Gorham wearing his red outfit with Brian Robertson, that great guitar duo, probably the most well-known guitar duo within Thin Lizzy. I mean, they also had Gary Moore and they had Eric Sykes, although he was on his own. Eric Bell, sorry, what am I saying? Eric Sykes. John Sykes is who I'm thinking of. He was another guitarist who did the duo, Snowy White. So yeah, they had a whole bunch of guitarists in the band. Cool shots there. Let's see if there's anything else. There's another one of Scott. And there's Scott and the man himself, Phil Lynott. So what are the tracks on here? Let's have a look. So what you've got here is pretty much, apart from two tracks, it's the same as what's on Live and Dangerous, because it's from the same period, 76, 77. So you've got Soldier of Fortune, and I think that was from Bad Reputation, because this is the Bad Reputation tour. So to start off the concert with that track from that album. That's a weird track because it starts off in a certain way and then it just picks up and goes in a totally different direction. As per usual, all the guitar work on this is exceptional, great stuff. Two very different styles, Gorham and Robertson. Excellent bass work and singing from Phil, and of course Brian Downey, one of the most underrated drummers ever in rock, as far as I'm concerned. Then their big hit, Jailbreak, most of you guys should know. Cowboy Song, The Boys Are Back in Town, all know that one. That was the other big hit from Jailbreak, the title track, and that one. Dancing in the Moonlight, that's one of my favorite Thin Lizzy tracks. Kind of a love song, mid-tempo, but yeah, some great guitar work on there as well. Then there's a fairly heavy track, Massacre, which is all about the Red Indian. Opium Trail, and I think that's from Bad Reputation as well, all about drugs. You'll see towards the end of Thin Lizzy's career, there were lots of songs about drugs because Phil was really struggling towards the end, him and Scott Gorham. Another great track, Don't Believe a Word. There's a fast and a slow version of that track, which they used to change up when they did their live concerts. Baby Drives Me Crazy. And I think that and... just check here. Now, Baby Drive Me Crazy is on here. Me and the Boys, the last track on here, doesn't appear on that one. And I don't think Opium Trail appears on here either. No. So there's two on here that weren't on Live and Dangerous. But this is a great mid-70s live Thin Lizzy album. If you don't have it yet, you need to get hold of it. I'm sure this is still in print. I mean, this only came out in 2009. So, yeah. Produced by Glyn Johns and Scott Gorham. Mixed by Glyn Johns. And Glyn and Andy Johns are the two producers, the two brothers. And I've actually got a book that's all about Glyn Johns and the different bands that he produced. And he did everybody. Great sound on this. As there was on this one, but this was produced by Thin Lizzy and Tony Visconti was the other big producer, and he had quite a history with Thin Lizzy. So there we go, guys. That's the first one. Thin Lizzy's live album, Still Dangerous. Yeah, just a shame they're not around anymore. And I don't think they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'll give up with that lot, really. Put stuff in there that's got nothing to do with rock and roll, and bands that should be in there are just forgotten about. Anyway, that's a discussion for another day. Have yourselves a great week. And if you haven't done so yet, please down below, subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, or not, a thumbs down, whatever. Any comments, more than welcome. If you're a Thin Lizzy fan, let me know which albums you like. And we'll catch you again soon. The next one we're going to do is another band that had quite a few live albums, but there was one that was released way after their breakup called Live 71. And that's the early career of Grand Funk. And I'll catch you soon. Take it easy. Cheers.